I wanted to do this video for a while, but I felt like I didn't have all the pieces in my hospital bag, but I finally have all the things. I am super excited about baby number 2, and I feel ready finally. The nursery is done. Our little baby nook in our bedroom is done, and we are packed. John has cleaned out the basement and the garage, and so I feel just really ready. We actually had a little bit of a false alarm this week, and I think because my mindset is just different this time around, because I was on a lot more of a higher watch, higher risk pregnancy. After Rama, my blood pressure never went down. So I was on, right now I'm on a pretty low dose of blood pressure medication, and it's been working. And so I've just kind of been on the same dose this whole time. But because of that, it's like set me up as like high risk pregnancy. And so that has changed my experience this time around of pregnancy in general. I really enjoyed being pregnant with Rama. I didn't have any complications until the very end, and that's when I had preeclampsia. They found protein in my urine and my blood pressure was high. I think my blood pressure was pretty high the entire pregnancy, and it didn't start really feeling horrible until the very end of the pregnancy, and I think that's why like right now, I obviously want to have this baby. I want it to be happening soon, but I honestly feel a lot better than the first one. I'm not throwing up as often. Actually, I'm not throwing up at all, which was not happening with Rama. And yeah, so I feel a lot better this time around. I'm at 38 weeks, and my goal was to make it to September, and we made it. No complications so far. But yeah, we had a false alarm so mentally I was thinking that we would be giving birth in that they would have to induce me in August. Like, I was preparing myself for that. So mentally I was thinking August, where my due date isn't until September 21st. And now I'm like, okay, so when is this baby coming? But yeah, I'm 38 weeks. Last week, I think it was Thursday, I was starting to get some contractions, and when I went to my OB appointment, they said, you're contracting, and I was like, oh, okay. It was like 9 in the morning. I didn't feel anything. I went to Target, and then I was starting to feel stuff, and I was like, that is weird. And I could tell that they were pretty consistent all day. Then the next day I went and felt it in the morning as well. And then it kind of faded off. And then the next morning I kind of had some. And now I'm like, I don't feel anything. So it's like disappointing because I was getting ready and prepared. But then there's also all these things that I could do before this baby comes that I would like to do. And so I'm just kind of in that headspace of like, what else can I do to feel super prepared since I have extra time? That's how I'm trying to stay positive, because I literally told all of my people, I was like, hey, are you on standby to take care of Rama? Like, I have contractions, and I called like 3 or 4 people just to make sure that she was covered. I think that's the biggest thing for me about not knowing when this is happening. It's like, who is going to take care of my daughter? And luckily we have such a good support here. We've got church people that are local, and then John's sibling, his brother is here, and his wife, and Rama's cousins. And so between that group of people, they can handle it until my mom comes, because she's gonna be like, I'm calling her like the fairy grandmother. for taking care of her and being like the primary person. But she's 2 hours away, so there has to be somebody to take her. So anyways, while we're waiting for this baby, I thought I would tell you what is in my hospital bag as a second timer doing this. Do people say second time mom? That feels weird. Like I said, last time I was induced, John had to go get our bags. Luckily I was packed. He was not, but he didn't really need a whole lot. This time around, I really put pressure on him to be packed because I just didn't. He can get really frazzled sometimes, and then sometimes he's totally fine, and I just didn't want to deal with the frazzled version of John. Last time with Rayma, I really liked having, like, hospitals can be so ugly, they're just like sterile, they're not super fun or pretty, and so that's why last time I brought fairy lights, and I actually kept them in my room when I was nursing Rayma throughout the night. It just kind of brings in a little bit of happiness. But I had battery operated ones, and honestly, I'm not a fan. I got these plug-in fairy lights that I can use and put in the hospital and just like plug it in. And all the nurses, nobody at my last hospital, nobody was bothered by it. It was really nice and lovely. I think we did it after labor, like when we were really settled in. So I don't know if that kind of made a difference, because I knew with Raymo, we kind of moved 3 times. I don't know really why that happened, but so that's kind of on my list of things. I brought my Sony camera last time, but John is really bad at documenting. He's not really into it. He doesn't love it. I really keep my expectations low. I ask him to do it for me, he will not. Honestly, that's on him. It's okay. When the kids ask, hey, what happened to our birth video? And be like, Daddy didn't take one. I'm not doing that and giving labor. That's not in my job description. Last time I brought my iPad, and that, I think it was like maybe a short stunt of like watching some Gilmore Girls while I was laboring, and it kind of got my mind off of things. I thought I would use it a lot more, but I didn't. But I was thinking this time around, I'm like, I just don't want to be in a situation where I think I would like to have my iPad with me. That would be like kind of stressful. I want to be able to, you know, have the things. So I did take a while to find some sets that I enjoyed that are comfortable. So this is from Target. It's like one of those sets that is cooling. So like the fabric is cooling. I found that as soon as I started breastfeeding, I was feeling super hot all the time. And I was like, I really don't want to deal with that. So this is probably going to be something that I wear in the hospital after I give birth. Because I found that I didn't have enough clothes for the hospital stay that I was in. We were there way longer than I expected. And I felt like we were just living in the same clothes the whole time. And I don't want to feel that way again. I pack lots of granny panties because those are the only thing that are going to feel comfortable after giving birth. This time around, I'm also bringing more sports bras because during labor and delivery, I want to be able to feel the freedom to go into the shower with my bra and underwear, whereas last time I felt uncomfortable because I was like, I don't want to go in there naked. That might change, I don't know. This is the gown that I wore after giving birth, and like when you don't want to wear pants or anything. It was long sleeved because the hospital can be cold. And I'm packing this again because this was really comfortable. It's really pretty and cute for pictures if that's like the vibe that is happening that day. I'm bringing an extra t-shirt, again, because you just don't know how long you're gonna stay. And that's what happened to us last time. We were there for a pretty long time at the hospital. And then this is my gown from Frida Baby, and I really liked it. When they tried to do when they were doing the epidural, the guy who was giving it to me really hated that I had my own gown, but I was kind of like, deal with it. I gotta figure out how these snaps work, but it's a really good gown to wear because it's thicker. It breathes better than the hospital gowns. In my birth plan, they kind of ask like if I want to have my own hospital gown. So it is a lot more common now, I think. And so that is definitely something that I would say is helpful. Just makes you feel more comfortable, I think. I brought along a lot of nursing bras that I have. These are really cheap on Amazon, and that's what I kind of lived in the whole year of nursing. And this time around, I did invest in some more like comfortable, more sports bra type nursing bras, and I think I'm going to thank my future self because I just can't do the cheap bras, okay? I just can't. I'm not doing it again. This little guy is just the best. Let's see if it's gonna work. I kept this by my bedside forever. And I love it because you can dim it and you just tap it, then you can charge it, but it's like an egg that you just bring around. So, you know, when I was nursing or when I had to take care of her, like, it was great to have by my bed, and I'm going to bring it to the hospital just because it's so nice. Okay. The next thing is I'm bringing my favorite travel nursing pillow. This guy is just the best. I also have my boppy. Is it called a boppy? I don't really know, but isn't it? Yeah, boppy. This is my travel boppy. I brought this everywhere. I love it. It makes nursing so much easier. I had that one downstairs and I would take it when I was traveling, and then I had my other one, the full one that goes around, in my bedroom. This house is all on one level, which I think is so much easier with kids and nursing and babies because the kitchen's right there, the living room's right there. I won't have to like carry things up and down stairs, which I'm really thankful for. This guy I bring a lot if I want to have any kind of video from my phone. So if I do get John to like take a video, he can plop this up, forget about his phone, and help me deliver the baby, but still get something on his camera. I'm not giving up hope, but there's that. This is for shoes. I get kind of grossed out when I was walking around so much in the hospital, and I just want to make sure that I can take the shoes that I was wearing in the hospital and put it in a baggie and then throw that thing in the washer or something. This guy is really helpful for when you're just starting to nurse again. Wow, I completely forgot how to do this. I think it's like that. You want a hand pump. I also should bring my actual pump. I don't know. And then this guy too, your Haka cup, I brought it. I don't know how quickly milk is going to come this time around. When I was pregnant with Rayma, I think it was 5 days after that the milk came in. Here's my little hello world sign that I'm going to fill out when she's born. And then the other thing that they always say, and it's really true, is bring long chargers. So I haven't told John yet, but I have this packed and ready for him too. So I brought 2 of these chargers. They are 6 feet. It's really helpful to have that. And then I've got my Frida bottle for cleaning yourself down there. I will not do the one that they provide in the hospital. It was just too much of a reach, and this guy is just amazing. So definitely recommend. It's not a gimmick. It really does make the recovery a lot easier. Let's see, what else do I have? I have like a burping cloth. I might need more of those, but I'm also I want to put those in the diaper bag. The other thing that I would say is you could bring like a really good speaker. And this one I really like. I bring it to the beach and everything. I bought it actually for delivering Rayma, and I didn't use it a whole lot. I think because it was so shocking for me to be in delivery, and I was induced early, even though it wasn't that early, it just still felt really like shocking. So I don't think I enjoyed, not that you enjoy the experience, but I don't think I was like fully immersed in taking deep breaths, trying to calm myself. I think I was just holding on for dear life. Like I was like, okay, whatever is gonna happen happens, and that's that. So yeah, I've got more granny panties. This is my camera charger. Another thing that I wanted to show you is these rose colored pants that I got specifically for going home, because they're just a little bit more like a going out outfit, and they're very soft. They remind me so much of the Foxy kind. If you know that brand, they're super expensive for what they are, but their sets are really cute and I like the look. They are matching, so you don't have to think about it. You just throw it on, and I bought this off of Amazon, and it's way cheaper. I think it was like $35 for the full set, and to me, I'm like, that's worth it, and this is gonna be my going home outfit. So in total, I have 3 outfits that I'm going to live in the hospital. And like I said, you never know how long you're going to stay. I think with Rayma, we ended up staying in the hospital for 5 days. That is way too long, and it really stinks. And so you really want to be able to feel put together. And I'm probably going to pack a few more PJs just in case too, because that was the biggest thing that I felt like I was missing when it came to spending time in the hospital with Rayma. So I hope this was helpful. All my links are on my wardrobe, hannahlynnmiller.com/the-wardrobe. And that's where I like for all of my items to live. In case you have any questions or you need any links, you can also find all the things on my Like to Know It page. And you can message me there too. And yeah, I just really want your experience in the hospital to be cozy and charming and nice too. Like, it's not fun being in the hospital. So you want to be as prepared as you possibly can, and you want to feel at home and comfortable and stressed less. I know people have so many other tips and things that they bring to the hospital, but those are the kind of the basics that I'm bringing this time around. So thank you so much for spending time with me, and I can't wait to welcome baby girl and take her home. So if you like this video, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe. I want to keep documenting motherhood and all the things that come with that, and living creatively. So love you guys, and talk to you in the next video.